This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. This is fielded inside the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Michigan. Drop behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll throw complete to Blake Corum.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Williams.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. Stafford. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Richardson operating from the pistol. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here's third down and a few inches. Richardson to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. Here, the ball is thrown short. The idea is get the ball in the hands of your playmaker and let him pick up the rest with his feet. But you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They'll go. Richardson. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. On play action, Richardson to the goal line and in. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's into the hands of Cora. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtual.
He is in. Touchdown, Rams.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. It'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
A second down throw for Richardson. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. From the gun, Richardson taking a shot downfield for Smith.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
We'll try again here, second and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Oh, a loose football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On play action, it's Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. To throw on second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the second round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first rounder. But I'll tell you what, and if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
The score, Eagles 14, Rams 6.
To kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Stafford now on 2nd down. This one complete to Atwell. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Stafford gonna give it to Cora. Whoa! And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Stafford gets this one out quick to Nakua. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Second down, it's Stafford. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
Stafford now on third down. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that third down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up fourth down.
A 39-yard attempt.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. We'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richard. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Richardson. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here, backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. drive begins with a run by Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Sidney Brown there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw back with the earlier interception, and now Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Come on, let's go. 10. Baby, got 6.
They'll start this on the ground with Quorum. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. On 30-yard run.
To throw is Bennett. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Bennett to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, LA.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time in their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and that's a big-time play.
Here's Bennett. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he'll work this out to the 23. The rookie out of Florida State, Jared Verse, on the tackle. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Once again, it's Barkley. We'll get this to about midfield. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle.
The game of 3 brings up third and inches.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. Ooh! It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and third down coming up.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
From the gun on third down, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. First down, it is Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
To the air, it's Bennett. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Bennett. And this ball incomplete on third down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Richardson. A pass complete there to Smith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man. It's Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, It took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he will get into the end zone. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Now Bennett. Nakua snags it over the middle. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Throwing, Bennett. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw and still result in a big game.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Caught by Nakua on the out route. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Now a run with Cora. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now faking the give. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Harris Campbell now on the return. And he brings this back all the way to midfield.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's first and 10. A run with Barkley. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Second and 11. Richardson going to look to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This would go a long way to sealing this one. Third and a yard. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Maybe he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now it's fourth down. Here's Richardson. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on fourth down. They'll run. It's Barkley. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The motion man is Nakua. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To throw is Bennett. Going right back to Nakua, complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to fight.
That is intercepted by the first-round pick from April. It's Quinyon Mitchell.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Richardson. A short throw taken in by Goddard. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job...
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, run it back.
Getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive our gang straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the benzine. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it, run it, run it, run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back.
time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, it's hardwired. Total bezel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from... Round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 can't go hat. I told him
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back.